Yes, we are live. Hello, 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 hello. Everybody, welcome to Diaspora Radio. This is a radio for everybody, every diasporans in the world, wherever you are. If you are in the US, UK, Australia, you can join in the live chat, join in the program. Today we are discussing how does an average Nigerian youth escape poverty? Want to give advices on business ideas in Nigeria instead of people trying to come over to diaspora. We want to try our best to provide solutions to some of the problems our youth are having in Nigeria and some other business ideas. So today we have in the studio with us, we all know him, IK from Philadelphia. And also we have Michael in Indiana right here with us. And two other people will be joining us very soon. And IK, we welcome. How was your week? How is everything going today with you?
Or me?
Yeah, IK. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I know we have another IK. I thought the other
No, no,
IK
no, no.
was me.
You
Sorry
from
about
Philadelphia.
that. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. My week has been very hectic. Yeah. Just been planning. Besides work, planning. You already know, planning for the wedding.
Yeah.
Uh,
In case you guys don't know,
Yes,
this guy is getting married next week, Abi.
you know,
today.
you didn't send us invite, though. We would have loved to come.
Oh, okay, we'll try. I'm kind of doing it like a virtual thing because we're trying to prevent, COVID-19.
Okay.
So we're doing it like a virtual thing. We are just immediate family are gonna be around, but every other person will just log in through via Zoom or something. So or via the website or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because it's not just the link to see, also to buy gift or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a little bit hectic trying to plan for it, trying to figure out the logistics and stuff because we live in Philly, but we're doing everything in Maryland. So yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Michael, how was your week now?
Well, thank God, everything is. I would say, yeah, a little bit hectic because you know, uh, it's been okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been okay.
Well, my week was normal. No, my week is like one day. In America, 1 week is like one day for. No, you know how they go now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today, like I said earlier, we're talking about how does the average Nigeria escape poverty?
It's been okay.
Poverty, and we'll go through some of the comments in Naira Land, which is a very popular blog, and there are many businesses in Nigeria that most youths don't see. We see these businesses, especially when we come to the diaspora. Like for example, now most of us went on day here. Now they see that opportunity, say, "Oh boy, this business will sweet for Nigeria." But if you did Nigeria, go quick get that idea until you don't come out. Now you can't take the see. For example, like farming business, which is agriculture, and I want guy multi-billion dollar industry when if you do for Nigeria. But if you in Nigeria, you know the income. So apart from farming or any other business idea, Michael, which advice would you give for business for people in the Nigeria like youth? Anything if you say they fit do instead of coming to America to come succeed? What do you think?
I would say it's not only about businesses or somebody venturing into businesses. I would say is what you love doing as a person. Like if you are good with something, you know, if you are good in these days it's like what we know how to do best is what that fetches us money.
Yeah.
So I was first start by saying, find yourself, look at what you know how to do best, then probably invest, probably, venture into what you're doing, what you know best, then see if anything will come, anything good will come out of it.
Mm.
But in the aspect of what we're talking about today, I'll look at healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look at healthcare. Like in Nigeria, I know that our healthcare system is not really
Zero.
is zero exactly. And when you when you come down here, you will see a lot difference going on. Like you will, like what is going on. Like Mark, like what you are doing right now. If somebody can, do something like that
Yeah.
in Nigeria, and a big money.
Yeah.
So I would say healthcare. We should really look into healthcare. Like money is there. Money there. I know that people venture into all these traditional ways of trying to kill ourselves and all that, but I still feel there's more populated people that still believe in the modern day, healthcare system,
Yeah.
and people are not looking into that aspect. I would say for a typical Nigeria, I would say someone should invest on healthcare. Like it's booming like right now. It's really, really booming right now. Then I would say again, when it comes again, we should try as much as possible to embrace technology. Like the way the technology is going right now is really, really vast. So I'll say if you are techie, try and look into technology in any ramification you know how to do best. Technology is really, really a big thing right now. So, and it's vast and it keeps on, different things coming up. If now app you sabi build, if now website you sabi do, all those kind of things like that is part of technology. Put in your own, try to think of an idea that would, get you pictured, that would bring you out. So
Okay.
that's what I would really say.
All right. That's very good contribution. So far, you talk about healthcare and IT, which we know the healthcare in our country is very obsolete, and the IT also is a growing sector. It's not yet fully explored. Darklight, what do you have to say? Any kind of business ideas for our people back in Nigeria before we go to Ireland?
Um, I would say, like, the topic, I think the topic is more, like you say, is more about how to escape poverty, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I know, yeah, but at the same time, I think as much as we are talking about the business, I'm thinking more about an introspective aspect, which is what I mean is like we should start thinking about dignity of labor. I was doing my master's. I pay my tuition by washing dishes. I'm proud of it. It's gonna be part of the thing I'm gonna write in a book to encourage
Exactly.
that there is crime doesn't pay. Taking money from somebody that works so hard just to be able to, floss, to tell people that you're making it is not good. It's hurtful. I kind of thing like, but encouraging people that there is dignity in labor. Like there is nothing more joyful than what you've put in your time and put in your effort to get. So what I'm trying to say is that as much as we try to look at the businesses, but it's more about how do we have that introspective aspect to teach our young people that what defines you is not your job, but your character. How do you treat people? Because I feel like one of the things that makes businesses not to thrive is because of high rate of corruption. So even if we look at healthcare, look at every of these part of businesses we are mentioning about, but because there is corruption, and what result to this corruption is that we see a particular job, we minimize some jobs. We feel like being a mechanic. I remember the last time we talked about some things someone can do here in America or in diaspora that can earn money. We mentioned about mechanic, construction, and stuff. And we know very well these are the things that people that have bachelors back home in Nigeria don't want to do. But most of us that have masters here are eager to do it in US here because America has taught us there is dignity in labor. Somebody can just be an operator in production, but be able to pay their mortgages, be able to have 3 or 4 kids and be able to work proudly, But back home, somebody will have like two degrees in fine arts If you tell them to go and learn how to be a mechanic, they'll be like, hey, who me? He's gonna learn how to be a mechanic or something. The person will prefer to you do Yahoo Yahoo. So what I'm just trying to say is that Michael, I appreciate the you talking about healthcare and every other thing, but I also think we have to start encouraging our youth to realize that there's dignity in labor. Like you finish a degree, you got your degree, and you try to apply for jobs, you don't say farming, mechanic, all this kind of stuff. Learn it. Let's try and teach our kids to understand that there's nothing wrong. Somebody's gonna do that job. Like every role or function is a system. It's like a car. Everything in a car. For a car to move, every part of the car has to be, you can't be asking door to do the function of an engine, or asking engine to do the function of a car, or asking engine to do the function of a door, of a trunk, no, everything has its own purpose to come together to form a car that will end up moving. So what I'm saying is that if we end up talking about farming, talking about this, which are good and beautiful, and I'll encourage that. The healthcare you mentioned is very good. I think we've seen it in COVID-19, how they realized that we need to fix our healthcare system back home, because they can't fly again to leave us to die. I mean, to leave people in Nigeria to die, to go to abroad to get the best healthcare, because the place that we're about to go to, COVID-19 was destroying things. So then now there was this understanding that we need to fix our healthcare, which I appreciate. But like I mentioned, I would still stick on my encouraging our kids, like mechanic, handiwork. It's not wrong to do those things. I'm proud of, I keep telling people, and people love this. So in America, when you tell people like, hey, I wash dishes to be able to, they will respect you. They'll be like, for you not to do crime, for you not to do this, for you to do this stuff, and it makes me to be proud of my degree because I work hard for it, that kind of thing. So we have to start encouraging people. I understand the IT, the healthcare. I'm not saying we are not there yet, but I think Nigerians are not there yet. I will encourage, let's start from the little, like the farming thing, encourage mechanized farming. I tell our youth that has bachelor's degree in whatever, that we can create a foundation or create something for them to go into farming. Because if we have food, forget about all this whole thing, like, so yeah. So my point is, I'm thinking we have to encourage people to start understanding the dignity of labor, because with that, we'll be able to fight corruption. In fighting corruption, any other kind of business can thrive and nobody will leave. One of the things that makes us to leave, because there's high rate of corruption back home, that people keep on squandering money that is meant for public and things are not functioning. And because of that, people want to leave. But if we would start encouraging dignity in labor, like any job you do, we appreciate you, we love you, we encourage you for being a man, for being a woman to take this job, and bro, then there won't be that high rate of corruption. And things will be working. That's what I think. So as much as I want to talk about that kind of businesses, but I think I will venture more in the introspective aspect of recognition of dignity in labor.
Okay, recognition of dignity in labor. I like that part. But in Nigeria, the system has made us to look down on certain professions. Like, for example, you said the mechanic and the dishwashing. It's just our system. That there is nothing we can do, because those jobs they pay really, really low. Apart from that, what other now that this what some of these statements are begging the questions like what funds, how do these guys get the funds? Now we're asking them like, hey guys, you got to go into agriculture, you got to do this. So most people don't have the funds to start with. What do we do about funding? Like, Michael, what idea do you think these people can get funds from? Like anything?
Yeah, I think before I started what I said earlier, I talked about, believing in yourself, what you know how to do best, your skills, try to know what you know how to do best, the skills that you think you have, that you grow with, that you can actually put out there, that you can make a living, out of. So, and Ike really nailed it right there, because it has to do with yourself. You have to find out the skills you're best in doing, because because with the way the whole thing is going now, jobs are hard to find, the employment rate is going on high. So what I would just say is we there are this is really a big issue, because most of the people that even have the skills, they have something in plans that they really want to venture into, they don't have the capital to start up that thing.
Oh.
And now we don't have reforms, we don't have systems that can help, like if maybe help, like our government we don't have that kind of setup in our country that where
Yeah.
you can actually go to, okay, can you give me this capital, then let me start up this thing, then I'll pay like an interest to pay, pay like a monthly thing to be able to pay back what I borrowed
Yeah.
after building up this thing. So they are so, and this is a very big challenge for most of the youths out there. So because it's not as if many youth, I am very sure that most of our youths, it's not just because they are lazy, it's just that there's no fund to fund these things.
Yeah.
So what I would say is, I don't know if any government parasite is listening to what we are saying right now, but I'm begging, like, let there be reforms to help our youths. Okay, just let's be let's scrutinize people that have ideas. Okay, let me know if what are the ideas you have. Okay, this is the idea I have, this is how I'm going to carry it out.
Yeah.
Then they should be able to help these people to be able to build something, and that creates employment, that creates an avenue for people to express themselves, do what they love to do, and the economy will start growing from there. And there will be less corruption, theft, and other stuff like that. So I'm begging, if any of our government parasites, if there is anybody that God has touched right there for them to if anybody God has touched, for them to be able to
To
help
fund,
us
to draw some funds.
to
Yeah.
draw some funds to help our people, that will be a great achievement for most of the people crying out there, in order for this, to
Yeah.
actually carry out their dreams.
Okay, that's really good. What about IK? What do you think how the youth can solicit for funds? What's your idea on that? Because why I'm saying this, because this is one of the reasons why many people go into crimes.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, I have the idea for this business, but I don't have the capital to start it, and or I'm frustrated with no money, so I have to go into crime." So what do you think? Any idea of how to raise revenue capital? What do you think?
Normally, when in a system that works, the first thing people normally do, you go to the bank, talk to the bank, tell the bank, like, these are the collateral I have. The bank tell you their interest, figure things out. That's a system that really works, but we already know how Nigeria works. It's kind of really hard for people to get funds because, one, they don't even have something to ask for, and bank try to give them a very high interest because that's how banks make their money, the interest. But I think another way they can do that is, I know there are some smaller agencies. They might not be that popular, and there might be a little bit of corruption in those agencies. Some non-profit agencies that solicit fund from federal government and also from individuals.
Yeah.
That do have some set up goals. But I think it's also where we people in diaspora, I know for now, we still, we are still youngy in diaspora, like we're still starting. But I think these are the things now. I have a vision about that. I'm like, okay, with time too, when things really, I feel like I've gotten to that place, I want to have other people, like you and other people, to be able to create that kind of opportunity if we'll be able to verify somebody back home that they have ideas, they're able to do that or something like that, they could be able to be like, we can be able to help them to get this fund, kind of thing. Because because mostly, if it's not asking maybe a relative to get that money from personally, either their uncle or, and you know, to get money from uncle can be very hard. Even if your uncle is very rich, they want to like, you know, say some things to you, make you feel like you're nothing. Or to get money from the government is even hard. Even when government create that kind of stuff, some bosses are siphoning this money out. Then they try to get this money from private corporation like banks. That one is the hardest because of high interest. Then it ends up being, okay, where else would that be? I think that's where some small foundation like ours that have left and feel like we'll be able to create an opportunity, be able to do that. Because I remember one time a friend asked me for money. So what I told him was like, he should try. I learned that from a friend that I was staying with when I was in University of Dayton, Ohio. His name is Maxwell. He told me something like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that. How somebody asked for money was like, why don't you go and bake a cake and give somebody? And if I can confirm that you do this, I will give you that money. So in the sense that I'm supporting your business, but I want you to understand that it's not like I'm throwing money for you, but I'm telling you that I'm investing in you. So it's not like the money, of course, is more than what the cake is, you know, but the point is just being able to find an opportunity to create an avenue for us here, if we could be able to have one support or other. So I feel like they can get some support, but the thing is, how can we now verify somebody that really needs that, rather somebody that want to play us like Yahoo, or want to take fraud.
I'm gonna cut you there, IK. We're going through Naira Land comments.
Yeah.
Like what most people, majority of the people are saying is that the only two way to escape poverty in Nigeria is either entertainment or Yahoo. So if you that's something in vogue, that if you are not a musician. So do you think musician is a viable way of escaping poverty in Nigeria, getting into the entertainment industry? Is that like a fast track to living, to escaping poverty? Michael, what do you think about entertainment? Is it a lucrative business? What do you think?
Yeah, entertainment is a lucrative business. Even most of us say that we don't know how to sing. We just do the beat. We don't blow with that. But what of do? But what? What about? Well, really, yeah, entertainment, yes.
Okay. How about you, IK? What do you think? If you say entertainment, because I waiting in Naira Land, they just said entertainment and Yahoo. So of course I would say Yahoo, but we will say entertainment because what do you think about entertainment in Nigeria?
I think watching it now, even though I feel like some of the skits are filled with lies, where they try to make it look like every one of these entertainers, like all these people that do skits, comedy skits and stuff, that they are making lots of money. I feel like there are a lot of lies in there. But I would say it's a little bit of partially, people are making something out of it. Mostly because this age where we Afro beats or anything that has to do with Africa, it seems to be getting attention of the world. So most of these stuff that people in entertainment back home end up selling more in diaspora more than even in Nigeria, because in Nigeria, we don't have real regulation of all these content. What I mean is that there's high rate of piracy. So if you are looking from that piracy level, they are not really making that much, because before they put on all this money and stuff, like the movie is already in Alabama
boys.
it's already, there's already pirated copies, even for the music or whatever. But I think because the world has gotten to that point that they are accepting Afrobeat, even though that doesn't end racism. But the point is that somehow it's being recognized as part of an entertainment thing, like based on how Afro dance have made things. And that's why you see some entertainment, whether movies or music, like they try to include the dance, because that's and that way of. So I would say partially people, it does help. But I'm not saying that everybody that got into the entertainment industry, either as an actor, actress, or an artist, they are blown, because there are so many of them that are still in there, and they are really, they are really.
Okay. there's this comment I saw in Naira Land. Let me just read it. It says, I don't know what is wrong with the Nigerian youth sometimes in terms of money making. Let me tell you, man, how to hustle for the street in a legal way. It may seem stressful, but you will still make your money and move forward. First of all over the world now, everyone uses mobile phone. As little as 50,000 naira can start a phone accessory business for you. You can get a standing show glass, and you get to the wholesaler in your city and buy from them and sell at your local place. Everyone uses phone chargers, covers, earpiece, screen protector, adapters, TV stand. So if you go to other African countries, the youth engage in meaningful hustle like this and even have a movable trucks for these and all. But the Nigerian youth always want to hit it big instant.
That's
They
true.
want to make it
Very true.
make money
Very,
if you want forget shit.
yeah, very true.
I agree
So
with
with 50K now, this guy they say if he starts phone
On
business,
business.
is that true? What's the value? Except we know the value of 50,000 right now in Nigeria. Is that really a good
so.
money to start a business?
Mark, I would say I agree with that person. I agree with that comment because see, literally, no, like you said, everybody wants to blow big. Nobody want to start small then grow bigger. It's
Yeah,
like let me get like 500,000 and the next 2 days make I don't make like 2 million. That's what that's what is in the mind of many of us, many youths nowadays.
yeah,
So I quite agree with what he's saying. Like even though 50,000, 100,000, you can start something meaningful with with that. Like you said, I think what is trying to highlight mostly are phone accessories like chargers, earphones, phone cases, something like that. And which is very true. You can start off, from there. You can sell online, do your stuff like little like that. The more
Yeah,
you buy them back, which I feel is making sense with what he's saying.
yeah. I think I agree with you on that, Michael. Like my brother has a degree in quantity and surveying, but he sells shoes, man. Like he has his own, guy that helps to build shoes, and then you get the shoe. So he acts like the middleman, kind of thing. And I think a lot of people have started that business. That's why when you go on Facebook Marketplace or something, like you have a lot of people having their pages or whatever. So people will
Exactly.
buy something and then end up putting a little bit of amount of money and selling it. So people act as the middle person. If you want something that costs 5,000, they have somebody that's gonna do it for 2,000. Basically like Alibaba Express or DH,
Exactly.
Yeah. The only difference in this one is that because it's being done at home, so they have like a group of people. They could be like that business trade can be done easily. Like my brother that does the shoe, all you need to do is give him timeline within a week or two. Show him the type of shoe you want, everything. He connects with his guy. The guy does it. You give him his pay. But that's exactly what people are doing now. Even in Amazon, people are making lots of money now from that. So I kind of agree with, even though I didn't really align with phone accessories now, because phones are becoming a little bit cheap now. There used to be a time where it was very expensive to get phone accessories, repairing of phones. It was a little bit hard. So people didn't have that access to it. So people were making lots of money, but presently, acting as a middle person now, being able to buy or be that person that connects, they say like in the drug business, they connect. Oh, you need drug. Okay, let me connect you to my connect. Like you are the middle person. You don't sell you don't have the drug, but you have your link, you have your guy. Like if somebody wants something, you connect with the person, you get your cuts. People make money out of that. Not even putting their own money in there. So that's another form of business that is going very well now. And I know a lot of people that are doing that kind of business. I know a lot of lawyers, doctors that are on my Facebook disturbing me, sending me pictures of shoes that they do, the clothes that they sell. And I know they are not the ones they don't do these shoes because they are lawyers, they are doctors, but they have their guy that does this, maybe go to China, order for this at a very cheap price, then sell to them with some profit percentage, and then when they sell it with their own profit percentage. So they basically don't put any money in, but they are making lots of money. So that's another thing I feel like should be encouraged. And I think it's one of the reasons why I mentioned the issue of introspectiveness. I feel like a lot of youth that started getting it, where they started realizing like, I can be a doctor, a medical, or a barrister or an architect, but still be able to sell shoes or being able to be in businesses like that without feeling like that dumps me down or makes me lesser than who I am, that kind of thing. So some people are getting it, but we still need a lot of people to get that, to understand the dignity of level. So I agree with the guy, but like you say, 50K is not enough now based on the exchange rate. You can't really do more with that. But I think with a couple of cash, one can venture into that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So we have reached the 30 minutes mark, and we want to make this 30 minutes every time. So today we have talked about, we have profiled like ways to escape poverty. We talk about agriculture. We talk about the IT. We talk about what do we talk about? Healthcare in Nigeria. So most youth in Nigeria, these are most of the businesses we see from here. We in the diaspora, we see these are really profitable niches in businesses that you can do in Nigeria. And we also talk about funds, also how to get the funds from the government, also from your relatives, from your uncles, your aunties. Try to start something small. Yeah, don't look at it at this. I want to blow the next day, like Michael said. Like I want to blow the next day. I want to do this. No, so if you start from small, even with a 50K business like that phone charger business, you can grow. You can double it up. Before you know, you'll be making 500,000, 1 million, just like that. No need to come Yankee again. That kind of stuff. So
forgive
yeah, and I want to add, we should start people to be patient too, patient with themselves.
Yes.
And kind. They should be patient and kind to themselves. What I mean by patient is that they should understand that issue of making money or issue of being successful is a journey. It's not a destination. It's not like like it's a journey. With that journey, you'll be able to have a self-discovery about yourself, who you are and who you want to be. So because it's a journey, you have to be patient with the pace you are going. Don't compare yourself with another person. Yeah, exactly. So it's more about being patient, being kind.
We need to talk about. We need to talk about this sometime too. This comparing people with with other people. This guy they make and they go.
Cut your coat according to your
size. We'll talk about that next time. Especially in this America, we'll have to cut our coat according to our size in this America. We'll talk about it if it's something we want to talk about. But I want to thank you guys for joining in for this 30 minutes stuff. And this is Michael from Indiana, me from Indiana, IK from Philadelphia. And we hope to see you next week. Thanks for your contribution. And I'll be signing out right now in 2, 3, 1.